Welcome back. Tasty Thursday time. Manny's Uptown Kitchen is here, and Carlos and Aaron are with us. Going to cook a little butternut squash pierogi, right?
Absolutely.
Okay.
One of our new menu items.
Carlos, we're going to let you get going on that since you've got the skill in the hot plate here. And Aaron, let's talk about the transformation of Manny's into the Uptown Kitchen.
Sure. Well, we were Manhattan's for about 8 years.
Yeah.
It was very traditional East Coast deli, and decided that we really wanted to introduce some really fresh new dinner items.
Yeah.
Giving us a much more diverse palette.
It's really more flavors, and I was reading the website, it's more creativity, and you guys got to go a little bit...
Very much outside the box.
Yeah, you got to go outside the box.
You know, still keeping the Reubens,
right,
but taking the Reubens and making egg rolls out of them.
Exactly.
Lots of really neat, fun stuff now.
Yeah, okay, the pierogies we're doing today, we can go ahead and start these. These are, I mean, everything fresh at Manny's, obviously, but we're going to go with the squash in the pierogi, right? I'm going to let you go. And
what we do with the pierogies, basically, is we take the butternut squash, a little bit of ginger, we boil it for about 45 minutes or so, and then we just put it into a food processor, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and then we end up with the mix that we use inside of our fresh pasta dough.
Right. Now, you guys do all your own, right?
Absolutely. Probably one of the only non-Italian restaurants, heck, probably one of the only Italian restaurants that
this
make
is the same
pasta.
dough on the pierogies that you use with the pastas
use our
and
pasta.
everything else, right?
Secret is sour cream. That's what makes it work.
Don't give it away.
That's all right. They still got to come in for the good stuff.
Exactly. Okay.
So what we'll do is we just take a little bit of the butternut squash, put it into the middle there.
And there's a special sauce. We're going to get to that in a second that goes with this too. But this is get it in and brown it, right?
We'll go with that, right? And then we'll basically boil these.
Okay.
And then we will. Then we take them after they're boiled, and we will
get them browned.
Brown them a little bit, which is Carlos is about to do over there.
There we go. Now, you want to make sure the inside is just warm enough, right? You want to brown them, and I mean, there's a little bit of secret to this.
Absolutely. Well, the boiling is really what cooks them, first of all. The browning is really just to give them a nice crisp outside, a lot of flavor.
Okay, also I wanted to mention there are a load of new wines on the menu, too. What'd you get, 20?
Well, to go with the new dinner menu, we really needed to add all sorts of new flavors. So we added 26 wines, 20 bottles of beer, 4 draft beers.
Right, there's a house-made sangria, too, right?
House-made sangria,
it's not going anywhere.
Which is phenomenal. Lots of fresh fruits. Yeah. Really a neat item. And all of them kind of tie back into the deli.
Yeah.
So, you know, again, we still have our Reuben items. We still have, like what you see up here is potato pancakes.
Sure.
But instead of serving them in a traditional style, which is sour cream and applesauce, which we still do.
A little guacamole.
We now also do guacamole, pico de gallo. We have a chili cheese and onion.
Yeah.
We do, as we discussed earlier, we have a grilled salmon, lovely piece of grilled salmon. With a nice garnish on it, but the barbecue glaze that we use on it comes with it's made. The roots are from a Dr. Brown's root beer, which is a traditional New York drink.
It's original, the Dr. Brown's root beer. So that's the Dr. Brown salmon, right? Is how it comes on the menu.
Absolutely.
All right, and we also. I don't want to get to the desserts yet, but talk about the. There we go with the browning, Carlos. Talk about the. You can still get the Reubens, you can still get the sandwiches, and. I was kind of giving you a hard time earlier. You guys certainly don't skimp on the size of these things.
We've never sent anyone home hungry.
That's the traditional. Look at that thing on the end. This is the basic one, right?
Which one is that?
The one, the sandwich down the end. Yeah,
that is our corned beef Reuben. That's kind of what put us on the map 8 years ago.
That's not jazzed up for today's appearance. That's how you get it at your table.
That's it.
Yeah, if you can get there, it is. There's the shot I was looking for. The size of those things, unbelievable. Okay, we mentioned the new wines, and you get the diversity of the menu. You get a seared ribeye, you can get the steak, you can get the chicken and waffles is huge there too, right?
Right, and the chicken and waffles, you know, again, trying to tie everything back into deli. It's, it's breaded in matzo meal as opposed to sort of a traditional breadcrumb or a panko. So again, we put our own slant on everything.
Okay, and there we've got them with the browning. And now tell us about the sauce that we're going to do on this.
Now what Carlos is doing is, let's put it all together there. Carlos is going to have a little bit of clarified butter, some garlic, some shallots. He'll brown those for just a second, and then we'll just skip ahead here and we'll add some parsley.
This all goes perfect with the butternut too and the squash, right?
Absolutely, really nice compliment. Yeah. Let's just put them all in there. And then a pinch of salt, pinch of pepper, lemon juice, which is what gives it that citrusy flavor.
Right.
And then that is just going to get drizzled on top, and we'll finish it off with a balsamic glaze, a little pecorino romano cheese.
It's going to go perfect with that ginger too in
Absolutely. All the flavors really work well. Now this is our dinner version. We also have it as an appetizer.
Right, sure.
But the dinner version is going to be served with, fresh green beans or an asparagus.
All right, doing it so well for so long, too, and now changing up the menu and getting creative. Is it tough? Is it getting...
It's actually been a lot of fun. I mean, for 8 years, you get into doing the same thing. Reubens, matzo ball soup, and again, we have all of those. But now we've just been able to just create again, which is something that it's been so much fun. And yet the kitchen has remained the same. The staff has remained the same. The location has remained the same.
It is right at, what is it, 360 and 183, right?
360 and 183 in the Gateway Center.
Right,
right by Best Buy.
All right, I'm going to go ahead. There's your map. And while you look at that map, everybody knows where Manny's is, the Uptown Kitchen. It's 9503 Research in the Gateway Center. All right, you mentioned some of the things stay the same. As you glaze that, this is one of them. This is how the dessert comes, right?
This is the Rugelach caramel cheesecake.
Okay, and tell us about the garnishes on this. And I mean, the cheesecake really comes specially done. It's a little bit of cinnamon on it with it, right?
Right. It comes with the cookies, which are made out of cinnamon raisin nuts. And then it comes with our fresh homemade whipped cream, which is made every single day. Has a little bit of gelatin in it. Give it a nice shape.
Boy, that's good. That's one of the
fresh
reasons,
walnuts.
That's one of the best reasons to get up there for the dessert. All right, I wanted to mention too, one of the favorites. You can get the ahi, the seared ahi up there.
Seared ahi.
I don't want to drive home the expansion of the menu, but it really is something that everybody's going to find something they absolutely love on that menu.
Well, and that's the goal. We've kind of gotten rid of the veto vote. There's really nobody in your party that can't find something, be it a grilled steak, a piece of fish, or again, some of the old traditional favorites, the Reuben, our homemade matzo ball soup, my mom's favorite.
Locally owned and operated with a great Austin family. So Aaron Mayers and Carlos, thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
We put the map up, and everybody knows the location again in the Gateway Center, Manny's Uptown Kitchen. That's your Tasty Thursday. Man, smelling is any indication. We're in big trouble in here because it smells great.